Hello, video diary. It's a unusually warm day in New York City today, so I'm out on my deck. But as you can see, the plants that were alive months ago are withered. Some of them will come back, like that strawberry right there, but the others won't. I have been trying to be a little bit more humane, maybe is the word, with people who don't know or don't understand or won't approach the topic, but more people that, I don't know, it's generalized, but just simple things like smiling at someone, helping them open a door, nodding supportively. The important things about life. One of the last conversations I had with Forrest, he was telling me that his favorite thing was just being able to help somebody with a simple thing, a stranger. Not looking for it, not forcing it, but when the opportunity arises, that instead of the opposite, not caring. That's one of the last things he said to me. He said he had strep throat. He thought he had strep throat. And I'm like, what? Go to the clinic right now. That was Tuesday. And he died 2 days later. He killed himself 2 days later with an injection of fentanyl. I noticed that many people who have had this experience or having their version of whatever this is are don't want to see medical reports, or they want to see that stuff. They don't want to they don't want to know. They don't care anymore because it doesn't matter what killed you. Now that you're gone, and I'm talking to the people that are flirting with this, and because what came up in our conversations was that maybe Forrest didn't realize that he was at risk to the degree that he was placing himself at risk. I find that almost impossible to believe, except through an analysis or a leveraging that his addiction was a complete overwrite of every other faculty that he had developed in his lifetime. Normal stuff like, well, I know, many people are dying of this. I don't know this asshole who I bought this stuff from. I feel sick. I'm doing stupid things. Or even before he decided to take it. So I can't buy that. Not in its entirety. I do believe that the itch, the itch to do it, to escape, that maybe he couldn't control. Because I can't control mine. I can't control my desire to play music. Is that an addiction? Some behaviors are addictions, or addictions manifest as certain behaviors. And virtues can become vices, is what I'm saying. Like a good thing taken too far can lead to a bad thing, bad outcomes, negative outcomes for the organism. Kill yourself, make yourself sick, hurt yourself, injure yourself. We all know people who have overtrained, and we look at them and go, why are you doing this? That's interesting because I'm possibly doing that, though I'm aware to not do that, and doing a lot of things to try to check myself. Believe me, the impulse to destroy yourself, or for me to start to 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 damage myself or live a bad life right now are very high. The not the incentives, but just the I've never been in a place in my life except after my father died, but I was 13 then. Um, where I just reached a place where I didn't give a fuck about living or dying, or whether or not other people pull it together, and a kind of acceptance of the slide, the entropic, just downhill shit. And that is part of life. That is perhaps life's most harsh reality, but there's also the other reality of how awesome life is. Sorry to use that overused word, but I get to play music every day, and as part of my job and career, and little pieces of luck mixed with lots of hard work. And insistence. I insisted on a certain kind of lifestyle. Not lifestyle, just life. Like, not lifestyle. Like, if being a musician to me means spending time composing, performing, developing, educating, both directions, then that's all I mean by lifestyle. Just, it is a real thing, even these jujitsu classes, which occur 3 to 4 times a week, I'm exercising now, like in my grief thing, every day, and that's all I'm doing now. So it's a little unreal, and and then I'm doing this. These videos. These videos are my therapy. They're my way of saying things out loud that I want Forrest to hear. I had to speak last night about my disappointment, the disappointment, the betrayal. Because this is a betrayal, It's a betrayal of life, of our relationship, of our beautiful arrangement, of our father's sonhood, of his, all the things he was to so many people. It's a betrayal. And if you can't help yourself, if you can't stop your drug use, then check yourself in somewhere today, because you're going to die tonight. That's how it happens. I'm hearing these stories over and over again. And there's a build-up to them, People don't shoot up the first day and die. I've not heard that. There's a lot of planning and whatever, becoming a strategizer, strategizing your drug use. Do I have it here? I'm going on a trip with my family. Am I gonna, how am I gonna function there? I'm lying to this person, telling this person this much, that person that much, lying to myself. A lot of lies. This is not a good thing. And in my conversations, oxycodone and all that stuff came up. You know, how much doctors are prescribing it. So what? Doesn't mean you have to take it, you know. My brother told me about the fentanyl they found in Boston that could kill America. And my response was, so what? You know, what if they found arsenic, you know? Except for the fact that it could be weaponized and it's outrageous and it has to be stopped, which I acknowledge all that. I don't care, because I wouldn't be, I wouldn't shoot that into my veins. I wouldn't shoot anything into my veins, and neither should you, or smoke it, or anything, you know. Just article after article, testimony after testimony about all the drug addicts who are hating their lives. Not everybody in the groups I'm speaking with buys into the disease idea, that it's a disease and you can't help it. You know, I just don't know. I don't know. Could Forrest not have helped it, or did he just decide not to? I don't know. Obviously, you can see from these videos that I am in shock that he did do this. So, all my interactions with him, you know, now they're colored.